Hey, everybody. Man who is back is back. What are we building today? Now, I can tell you exactly what. It's the exact same thing as yesterday, because I didn't look around at all. Maybe we can do this, and we can do more of this. But, I did not spend a lot of time on looking around, planning my next day. I wasn't feeling good, and it didn't turn out good. Man, I slept early, and that was a bad move. Are we doing all right here? I think you're about to run out. That's what 2 means, right? Yeah, no, it's no, we're fine for the moment. I slept early, and I was unable to sleep at my normal time, and so I was up, and so I guess came and sat at my computer, as I do when I don't have anywhere else to go, and lo and behold, work was having a complete flaming emergency, just in time for me to be there to help with it. And so, in the middle, I spent my hours where I should have been sleeping, instead doing work, which got done, mind you. It always gets done. Question is, at what cost? Today, I'm up at my normal time, blearily looking around, not really understanding what's going on. Is this not working? Oh, I guess you are not working. Oh, okay. Maybe we make one of those. Maybe we do that today. We bootstrap Mark IIIs by making a dedicated one of those after we distribute our seaweed, right? Okay, we'll steal some maintenance from the future. We'll finally get this online. I have to be careful with power until I get next generation power online. That's coming though. I feel like I can't be as flagrant as I used to. Like I really want to throw down another block of vanadium particle accelerators. That's another 20 gigawatts. That's like, can I actually do that? Probably yes, I can probably do that. I can probably do that and probably turn them off if I have problems. You need special treatment. Yeah, you need... These guys get downgraded. There, this is finally fully online, right? There is nothing more. There you go. You get the fancy stuff. Or you would if you were plugged in, which you aren't. There you are. Alright, fancy seaweed. 1.5 a second, and that eats a lot more. Does this actually work? You're sped and it doesn't matter. It'll work sometimes, I guess. That's probably what it means. This is also looking like is not quite right? 60 a second. Here, we're just picking you up. You're just coming with me. You don't have any steam. Byakuas. You have no water. So this wasn't fully set up. And there you go. Now you are set up. And now you're going to get your steam. And you really don't need this. Here, come with me. And we will be making agar now. I don't know if it's enough agar to run this unit at full power. But you know what? I don't really care. Running it at like 2/3 strength is good enough for having to deal with this. I'm just glad it's slotted in so neatly. This could have been a lot worse. Alright, that's it. That's everything, right? No, it's not. Oh, it is everything. Sorta. Here, you guys turn on now. Yeah, it was not quite full power. I wish I had some way of estimating how far off I am actual peak power. I mean, yeah, I have the power pole. I could go talk to a power pole, and that would definitely help a little bit. But I also have extra power coming off this, because I have wood 3s now. Here, let's spare a moment and do a couple calculations. But I don't have the trees yet, so I'm going to hold off. When I have the next level fastwood forestry. Because this can produce a lot more power. Like, maybe even double, honestly. Because these both scale hard with buildings because of the module slots. We had just enough seaweed. That's good to know. Anyway, I need you to get back to what you were doing before, which was making Mark IV seaweed. We'll need it one day, I guess. There. And this balance is off, but I have nothing to say about that. Is this one ever... You are eating at one point, so what we need to do is take this stuff and put it in right here. This is a little slow. This is slowing down the entire process. It's still a little slow, but 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. Yeah, these two will go okay. These two will be slow, and that will be slow. Actually, we can probably do that just fine then. This being slow is no concern. That being slow is of concern. Right? There. Now we have fractionally increased our velocity. We can feel good about our life. Alright, now we just leave this for hundreds of hours. See, that got burnt through immediately. You're eating 4 a second of molybdenum, and I don't think we're supplying that. Close, maybe, but not entirely. Ah, well, we're not going to think about that right now. We are going to look and see why science isn't going. It's been weird lately because I've been touching this area. Cotton gut products are not here. Cotton gut products. I didn't look at anything. We have no cotton guts. That seems unlikely. We are not making any cotton guts. None. Oh. That's not good. You're missing milk barrels? And that's because, I guess, we have no milk. Okay. Alright. Let's go see what's going on here. The Corlexes are not frolicking. I repeat, the Corlexes are not frolicking. As because we are jammed up here? No. I mean, probably yes. Probably, certainly, yes. Alright, let's go fix that then. Luckily, it's just a belting problem, it looks like. I'm not sure how to attribute this. I guess what we just do is this. No, we don't want to do a splitter because it cuts off half of it. That was why I didn't do a splitter to begin with. There's a lot of filled milk barrels, and we're not taking them out. So we should do this. This is like we have just barely hit. We can't put that back on because of that problem. Are we allowed to do this? Is this a help? No, we need a true splitter. Because either one of them could jam, right? A true balancer. Okay, now you can vent, but it doesn't matter. That wasn't the problem. Grats, right? Here, that's for you. So, how can we naturally stimulate this side? We have to get all of this material off. And it's just jammed straight up here. Normally what I do is some sort of splitter. Okay, we got that. Where are we going to go for antimony next? Isn't that next? Oh, there's this. We got to get that at some point. Okay, we don't gotta. It'd be nice if we did, though. We can't for a while because of no seaweed, so it doesn't matter. So I guess we get antimony. No, we need aramid fiber. We also need this. They're related. Okay. Just get it. It's here. So what is the most natural way to solve this? I want to put a splitter right here that will split off and, well, okay, I guess that really is the only answer, right? And then we write, and then that's the kimberlite or stage 3. And that goes right there, and I pick up everything else. All right, but that we've cut off the measurements. From where? Oh no, I was hoping it would be right here. No, it's from right there. Okay. That's close enough, we can handle it. So now we go right there and we measure here. Okay. Okay. So now. Sure. Just use blue belt. We have an alternate way of getting in, and a huge buffer right here. Which we're not using because of it's jammed, so I have to help it out a little bit. Hopefully that now keeps it going, right? And that will unjam it. And we have this buffer space in the future. Instead of being dependent on just these 3 belts to be completely jammed, every part of this now has to be jammed in order for this to actually stop. Every part of this little off-ramp I did, and that's quite a lot of space. It's very unlikely. Unless this jams, in which case we have problems. We don't want to think about that. Alright, milk production resumed. There, that's for you. And that's for you. And this is for you. I need to get rid of all this material. The good news is, this bottleneck will resolve quickly on this end. What am I doing with a lamp? Because we have the milk. It's just on the belt. It was just prevented from getting out there. So I wouldn't be surprised if cotton guts are actually going right now. And we just have to wait for that to build up before they get distributed. And that won't... I mean, it's better than waiting for 2 belts to backfill, right? No. We haven't got... It's probably all going to cheese making right now. What was I doing? We finished the power plant. Let's go build a Mark 1 heat exchanger supplier. That should be pretty straightforward, right? That's in this area right here where we just build random stuff. We need automated factory. And we need a thing to supply it. And then you're just a provider chest. You just provide. Or should it be a buffer chest? I think it should be a buffer chest to be the same as the rest of everything I'm doing here. Alright, whatever. We'll find out. Heat exch. We need automated factories, so I guess we have to put a requester chest on this. Was that a requester chest? Yes, it was. And you have to get automated factory. Level 1. Good. And you can request from buffer chests. Then we just need, oh, you need pie tank to 70. There you go. So there's the specialty items. Can we paste recipes onto caravans? I mean, there's no, where would they go, right? That's the question. Okay, so we can't. Okay, big question though, is this where I want to put it? I mean, it looks fine to me, right? There's that space right here, but maybe I can use it for something. Or not, who knows. So what are we doing? We're building a dinosaur, as we've done many times. We want 1 mech part 1, 5 intermetallics, 5 simple circuit, 50 small parts. Such an easy recipe, such a simple recipe. Oh, we need pipe too. We need 20 pipe, which I think we actually don't have enough of. But we'll deal with that when we actually have a problem with it. So our number is 20, 21, 26, 29, 54. So 3,000 divided by 54 is 50. So 1,000 pipe right there. Right there. 400, I guess. That you? Only 1,000 of that? Alright, let's do this. Mr. Dinosaur, you got a journey. First off, now do we have mechanical parts here? I think we did mechanical parts here for some reason. Alright. But it's so hard to see. I don't go to this area anymore. All this stuff is such old. Last generation. Early on. I've forgotten its ways. The ways of simplicity. There's pipe. I think we have a whale going to a pipe supplier instead of just coming right here because I just didn't see it. And intermetallics. At least it's all right here. It's all in this neat little ball. And then you come and you get your mech parts. Remember when these were expensive? So do I. And then you come right here, and there's no circuit condition yet, and I'm aware of that. Comparador equals go. And then unload until target. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, great. I wish there was like a button that would sync values. If you understand, we have all the loads. And just search through this and align the values. That would be pretty slick, but I don't know. How many people would use it besides me? I don't know. All right, go. So that will be taken care of. This gets taken care of right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Now this is done. There. We did the thing. We did the chore. Where is a Roboport? That lives right there. For the moment anyway. There. Good. Now you are going to bring in your things. We have no automated factories. Level 1. Okay, is this now we have another problem? Do I have to make an automated factory maker? Wait. Inserters should be... Yeah. Like that. Why aren't we making just normal inserters? That strikes me as very strange. Look at this. This is a mechanical inserter. Mechanical inserters. There. Be upgraded, friend. So this dinosaur is doing what? You're stuck? Yeah, you are stuck. Why are you stuck? No, we need mech inserters. Oh, the problem grows ever stranger. Well, let me give you those. So, why is this stuck? Why are you stopped? What are you doing? No, really, there's no aerial caravan there. This is not where you get iron plates. This is off in the middle of nowhere. Only... No, it is there. Huh. Did I do something wrong? Where did that... What? It's way, way off past the digestive system and stopped. Going nowhere. I wonder what happened here. Creepy. Again, I'm not sure I can attribute that to any particular error. Because I don't understand what I'm looking at. But at the same time, I feel like that had to have been something to do with what I've done here. That could just be seeing things. Here, I need these to get in there. Look at the slow inserters. Alright, that's reasonably fine, I suppose. But now, man, do we have to have a dedicated automated factory maker up there as well? I kind of feel like we do. In order to make this complete. Look, as I finally give in and put down a pylon. Pick that up. I never put down a pylon. In order to actually relieve the pressure, I'm going to have to do this, right? And then I don't have a... We have this guy who does gearboxes and shafts, but we don't actually care about that. Alright, I guess we're doing another one, right? Fact. And so we have to get inserters. And maybe we also offer these to everybody. This is also a popular model. Don't go too nuts now. It's okay, I guess we do this then. And you are asking for inserter. I'm fine doing this, right? I'm fine, this is just what I do. And that guy will wake up, and this will eventually tick forward. Alright, we gotta do another dinosaur. For a very special building. We need 2 intermetallics. We need 2 gearbox. We need 2 shaft. Gearbox 1. Shaft 1. 5 simple circuits. 20 steel plate. Okay. And are we in the same network as everything over there? We actually are. We can have the gearboxes and the shafts brought in by bot. Okay, fine. Gear box Mark 1. Then shaft Mark 1. Alright, that'll come in right there. Now we just have to worry about all the other stuff. I really should have just done a bot mall like everybody else does. I understand. Okay, it's fine. I wanted to try caravans. I did. When I'm done with all this, and I'm making just wrap-up videos talking about my experience. We haven't gotten our number yet. My experience, what I've learned. I'm going to say the sushi mall wasn't a real success. Okay, so we have 2, 5, 25. 3,500 divided by 25 is 120. We're just going to get 100. So 2 zeros, 2 zeros, 2 zeros. All right. You guys need to see this. It's dynamic math action. Go get small, no, intermetallics, simple circuits. I don't think I got any of this on my quick bar because I'm kind of just all out of sorts, aren't I? Okay, try this again. Right there. And we look at it. And we say simple circuits, 500. Great. Now we need steel plate, which is right there. Load items, steel, that much. Then we need intermetallics, which is right there. Why don't I have intermetallics on here? Why do I have small parts instead of intermetallics? Because intermetallics is in addition to this. We need how many small parts? 20 small parts. All right, so we're now overloaded. So the number is actually 35. Okay. I am definitely not at my best right now. Copy, paste, small parts. All right, so it's now 30, 35. Okay, that's different. That's a different number. So our number is, we just say 50, I guess. And then 400, and then 100, 100. And it's not going to be anywhere near full, and I can't be bothered to think about it. Is this right? If our number is 50? Yeah. Yeah, just go do it, right? Time spent thinking about this is time not spent thinking about different things, right? And then we're right here at intermetallics, and we want intermetallics 100. Then finally we want small parts. That's not what we want. All right, load items, small parts. How about if when you click add load items or unload item, load items, if you click load items or load items until target, it'll check the contents of the bin, and if it's a monoculture, it fills in that icon. I don't see why anyone would get mad at that. That doesn't seem like a terrible idea at all. Maybe I'll go do that. It's my copious free time. Yeah, I haven't had time to work on anything. 2, 3, 4. I insist on having time to work on Factory. This is therapy time, thank you. My grip on reality is much more tenuous if I don't get some time working on the Factory. Working on a game, actually. I really want to play Path of Exile. I've got that itch again. It's been like, it's probably 4 years since I last played. I want to see what's up. It'll be fresh and new again. Here, hold on. I gotta do a thing. Just sit here. Alright, thing accomplished. But yeah, Path of Exile is a great game. Surprisingly, it's survived the sale to the Chinese. I saw that and said, just rip game, you know? I figured they would gut it, make it ultra microtransacty. But no, apparently they've done pretty okay. In the latest leagues, people say are fun. They seem to be giving up on the terrible idea of Path of Exile 2. I don't understand. That never made any sense to me. GGG does some things, and I just immediately know it's wrong. And people don't want to hear it when you say, hey, what they just said doesn't make any sense and isn't going to work that way. Like, I remember way back in the way back, they introduced Navali and the prophecy system during Prophecy League. And they said something really dumb. They said, this system is designed to be extensible, so we could add new prophecy quests later on, and it's going to be really smooth and easy. And I read that and go, no, you're not. No, you're not. Oh, wait, we didn't do that. There is no way you're going to have the ability to do this. What you just said was a stupid fantasy. And I said this on the Reddit like you do, and on the Reddit, like what happens, you immediately just get beaten down because you're not all sunshine and roses about how things work. And that's a very simple reason why it was never, ever going to work. It's because all the prophecy quests feature extensive voice acting from Navali, and the voice actress isn't going to be around. She's going to leave. She's going to take her money she got from this job and move to Australia, just like half the population of New Zealand does. You're going to lose track of her. She's going to go off, become a mom. She's going to get hit by a bus. She's going to find a better, more fulfilling career in, I don't know, paper mache crafting at a disabled children's hospital. She's not going to be around. You're going to lose that voice actress. And without the voice actress, you're not going to have the voice acting. Without the voice acting, you can't extend the system. Beyond that, it is really tricky to record things in more than one session, separated by years, and have the recordings come out in the same quality. Okay, let's say you a small miracle happens and you keep Navali. You keep her voice. She's on hand. She's in a jar in Chris Wilson's back closet. She can't leave. She has signed a blood debt, and she is now bound to grinding gear games. It doesn't matter because you're not going to have the same setup, and it's going to sound differently, and everyone's going to get whiplash hearing Navali's voice jerk up and down across different prophecies. Milfy. Do we need Milfy on here? No, you're a specialty item. Like a true specialty item. I don't really want to do it, though, because I don't want to ever make these. And that's that. I'm just not going to do it. Done. We're going to assign the building as per normal, but I'll come and I'll fix this properly if I ever want to do this. And I don't think I'm ever going to want to. Though cotton, though... No, biomass is too good. There's no way this is ever going to get made. So, a lot of things I noticed just simply do not pass the smell test. And people don't want to hear about that reality. Just like they don't want to hear, we do not have it in us to do this maintenance that we have planned for a year and a half. We can't do it. It's not, we haven't done enough testing. We haven't thought about the bad things that could happen in the future. What are you? Rare earth mining drill. Didn't we already do this? Yeah, we got 2 of these. All right, this needed to be cleaned out and repurposed. No. No. Okay. All right, this is a nice audit. We did that. And then GG came out and said that they were going to make Path of Exile 2, and it was going to be An all new game. Good. I'm with them. I could use a new game. Been playing Path of Exile for a long time. And this company is very good. I will play their new game that will have a shared end game. And I heard that and go, no, 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 you can't, no. Because this is the problem with Path of Exile. In that it is ultimately an extremely deep number crunching simulator where you get to start over, you're forced to start over essentially, and try something new every month essentially. That would be my lifetime of a Path of Exile run. A Path of Exile character would live about a month to me, and then I'd say I'm kind of bored and then walk away. And that's a great formula. But no matter how deep it is, no matter how many league mechanics they shove in, wait, I'm doing this wrong. You are a different sort of star-shaped spinning thing. Look at this. They're kind of mirrored. And so you reach the end. And that's kind of what I did. I felt like I was at the end of Path of Exile, and I kind of walked away. And there was a couple bad leagues. Bad leagues happen. But what happened this time is I didn't come back afterwards. So we've just been letting that rest. Where am I going? If that's not it. Oh, it's over there. And then they say, Path of Exile 2 is going to come out. It's going to be all new. And like interest spikes to max level. I am very interested in this. I'd like something new. How about we don't have percent-based resists? Like that's just a holdover from the Diablo 2 days. We both know that. We both know there's no reason for that at this point, except it's hard-coded into the engine now so deep that you can't do anything about it. How about we change the elemental scaling a little bit and make it a little more interesting. Instead of having fire, lightning, and the other one, which I can't remember because whatever. Instead of having those effectively all be one, because all enemies do all damage at all times, so you have to effectively have all resist at all times, so there's no difference between these. What is this? Okay, what am I looking at here? Alright, so we need repro center only. And that has to be like this. Didn't this break before? Only it was rich biocrud last time? Yeah. This did break before, and it was just like that. Okay, and then they said they're going to make a whole new game, and I was like, yes, okay. Let's what I wanted to see, what I really wanted to see was a game, a version of Path of Exile where you find your skill tree. I felt that was something that was an unexplored dimension. Like, instead of like a little bit with the Legion jewels where you can put bits onto your skill tree that you find, but no, I want the skill tree itself to be loot. So you start with a little skill area that gives you a bunch of standard nodes, and you essentially pick and specialize your class based on what drops and what doesn't. That seems like that would be a fun run. But it's an entirely different game. You can't just say, I want this, and graft this onto an old engine like PoEs. That's another thing that we just simply can't do. We know this, right? We do know this. And apparently they did because they never tried it. I wanted them to try to shake loose of a lot of the baggage that they've been carrying from aping Diablo 2 for like 20 years or however long they've been making the game. Okay, what's wrong with this picture? Thousands. There we go. And I was really excited to see what they do once they take all this knowledge that they've gained over so many years of running Path of Exile the first, and they're going to try to make an evolution upon it. It's going to be great. It's going to be built for episodic expansion like Diablo 2 never was. It was going to be really module. It's going to be really great. It was a fundamentally fantastic idea. And I was behind it 100%. And then they said shared endgame. And I was like, no. 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 Because you can tell that they're scared. You don't say something like this without being scared. They know that the risk is that they come out with this new game, and instead of continuing to be an entertainment vehicle for their audience into the future, ensuring that the company has another 20-year run behind it, building the foundation to entertain their specific fan base long after the graphics and play style of Path of Exile 1 just isn't doing it. There's nothing more they can come up with. They've exhausted the possibilities of the space, because that is coming. That they have this nice, great foundation to work, this blank canvas. And instead they say, but they're scared. They think maybe we can't pull it off. Maybe we can't pull it off, and we're not going to be able to make anything nearly as deep and varied, which is a valid concern. And it's going to be a pale candle in comparison to Path of Exile 1's depth, which it will be initially, at least. So what we'll do, we are going to leverage our what we have built into Path of Exile 1, where all of that investment in Path of Exile 1, we're just going to roll it straight over. So Path of Exile 2 will start standing on the shoulders of Path of Exile 1 with all the content available and everything online on day one. And then the entire Path of Exile 1 user base can smoothly transfer over to Path of Exile 2. They will have a comparatively deep and rich experience, just like they did before. And the people that find some reason to not like it and fall away from the game will be replaced by people that come in based on the hype, and it'll be just a net win all around, and everything's going to be great. And the problem is that was never ever going to work. You've asked for two things you cannot have at once. You're asking it for it to be the same but different. You must pick one, my friends. You need gasifiers. Weird. Gas. A fire. Because in tying Path of Exile 2 to Path of Exile 1's... These are dingrets. These are dingrets. What am I doing? Tying Path of Exile 2's future to Path of Exile 1's present, it simply ensured that Path of Exile 2 has to be a straight clone of Path of Exile 1. To which everyone now asks, well, why are you doing this? It means you have to have the same systems, you have to have the same elemental system, the same damage system, the same sort of interaction where you have to hit enemies and they have a single life pool, and loot drops on the ground, and all these really core mechanics. Some of which you probably want to keep, but some you might want some flexibility in, because again, oh, this is terrible. Oh, this is an emergency. We need sugar right now. And this can't be sugar. Oh, it crashed out for a long time. Why? We're low on Arquad honey. Is that we didn't have cotton gut? No cotton gut snacks. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. And now we've restored that. That's still real bad. Anyway, the whole point of this rant is that they, in their fear, have doomed Path of Exile 2 to be utterly redundant against Path of Exile 1. There is no reason for it to exist. It's baked into its plan. Its very architecture says, why do I exist? Mommy, why do I exist? And no one has an answer. Oh, we're having trouble getting rid of this. Is the belt too dense? I think the belt is too dense. Let's cut this back. But this isn't a lot. These numbers are small. I guess the belt is very... I guess the belt is... short is the word I'm looking for. So... I'm very hopeful. This is a lot more cotton guts than 400, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? Are we missing an area here? Doesn't look like it. It looks like they're abandoning Path of Exile 2 right now, and that is the correct decision. Oh, it's not hooked up. It never makes that. Oh, man. Okay, we gotta go finish that. So yes, the belt is getting flooded. So it looks like Path of Exile 2 is just being put to the side. They're focusing on what's made their company great, Path of Exile 1. And since they never committed, they're able to just kind of back out right now and go, haha, good joke, right? Path of Exile 2, good joke. Here's another Path of Exile 1 league. Who's still mad at us? Answer, nobody. And so it was somewhat of a safe play like that. Yeah. Yeah, we kind of caused ourselves problems here. I'm just glad I'm seeing that the safe play is being backed up. We're seeing course correction before a major crash. So what's going on now? Why do we have no meat? You claim, sir. Oh, we just literally have no meat. Oh, it gets worse. Oh, now we're waiting for cotton guts, right? Okay, so this all comes down to not having enough of the rats. But they're being made, right? We're just going to let this cook for a little bit. We found a problem, but unfortunately, we need more of these on the belt. Just has to be. Because we're so backed up. Or we need a bigger... Okay, how about that? How about we back off of that? And we put a bigger buffer here. Yes, right? So I'm going to play a Path of Exile League after this slows down. Maybe not completely finished with the base. Definitely not completely finished with the videos I want to make, like base tours and explanations and talky talk and stuff like that. But when I'm like after PV, essentially. What is my thought here? Oh, it's to compete with this. Okay, that's fine. That's a fine thought. Where are we? Nearly an hour into this of no planned maintenance, yet doing tons of maintenance anyway. Did we get our rats? No. We need lots more cotton guts. We need lots of cotton guts. This is going to be a problem. But they get made so fast, right? No, they don't actually. I might have to consider expanding. We could. We have extra pup production. Anyway, I gotta stop thinking about that. Did we save the factory inside? This is what happens when I don't look around after everything is done. Okay, so we have enough sugar for right now, for quite some time, actually. And that was our bottleneck. So we can probably survive this. Probably. We're gonna have to watch it, though. It's not the end of the flashing. And science is trickling out. Why did science stop again? I don't know why science has stopped. We're just gonna close our eyes to that and continue building mall. Where did we leave off? We were doing... No, right over here. We were right over here. All right, let's begin again. All right, so we got to Dingritz, right? And that's where we left off. Now we're at Moose. Okay. All right, we'll get through this, and then we'll start working on perfect samples again. That's on the belt, right? It's gotta be. Okay, otherwise it's simple. Muckmoo. Recycling in place. At least it could be more complex, you know? Fagnut. This could be a lot more difficult. Could be a lot easier, but I could have made it worse. So right there. Good. And then cotton guts. No, Prandium. Prandium lab. That's what it's called. Okay, good. So I want to put my month in a Path of Exile again. Play a league. It's going to be after this is done, though. I don't have time for 2 games. And like the factory, Path of Exile tends to be all-consuming. So it's one thing or another. And of course, I have the world of other projects I have outside of this, which are slowly creeping forward. I have plans, just I don't have time. That's Ulrich. They look so threatening. Look at the spikes. Look at the pincer jaw. But unfortunately, it's just a happy chirping pony. Ulrich probably doesn't even have teeth. Yeah, science is going to be messed up until cotton guts come back online. And that was my own fault because of milk. Like, Vrock. Oh, I thought that was going to be its trunk. I thought it always looked like a trunk to me here on the Ulrich icon. Well, it looks like it's terrible insectoid pincers instead. Vrock. Okay, I suppose. So, more, please. And maybe they'll get made, maybe they won't. Then, relevant to today's problem. No, it's a, ranch. It's a ranch is what it is. I need to get more carbon nanotubes. Ranch. Good. And then this is taken care of. And are we done? We are in fact done. All right, so plan is we sweep through there again. Sweep through here, and then we just start over because we skipped a bunch of stuff, and now we have them all unlocked. And then we just keep doing this until everything is blue. Okay, we are now done. Perfect sample time? I think so. And I no longer think we're going to be able to get through it today. I think instead, we're going to get roughed out, and then it all gets turned on tomorrow. We might get to Pi Psi 4 tomorrow. Well, that's a lot of rot that's happening here. You guys are all waiting on alien enzymes, right? So if I go kick alien enzyme guy, Maybe this will kick off. Yeah, that should be enough. Here, go deliver that. Then we'll get the rest of these fine pharmaceuticals here. And we go look at Arquad honey. It's still not going. Oh, you're full up and you're not going. Explain to me. You have no meat. Yet this says you have lots of meat. Oh, because it's reading... So that was just, I clearly put the wire in the wrong spot. Looking at it like that, I'm sure everyone noticed but me. I was supposed to put the wire to here, and instead I put the wire to there. There. And this will slowly start adjusting the balance of everything as ingredients get eaten. At least I'm not using it for outs as well, or else I might have had real problems. And this makes a lot of honey each, so it'll be fine once it starts going again. This clog is no longer here. Okay, let the bees go do their terrible business to the moos and the cotton guts. Let's not look upon such a terrible sight. What time is it? We're gonna have to take a long break. It's unfortunate. So where are we? I had a thought, which is always dangerous. Oh, we don't even have the antelope chamber down. Okay, never mind. No, it's right here. So you're going to produce two things. This isn't properly done. I suppose it wasn't supposed to be. This needs an out. We need a waste basket here. And that's for just these things. I suppose it's okay. So what have I done? All these are in theory okay. And they're all monitored and serviced. And then these guys are in theory okay. I think I've gone over all of these. And if we go... we go look at all this stuff. Our big list. We have you. Let's count. Let's do a count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And that's 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yes, so we have all critters out here. I don't think I'm going to be able to compress them all into one spot. I don't think that's desirable. I want to integrate this over here as well. So, oh, you're missing your RoboPort. And that's right here. Okay, good enough, right? Let's scooch these guys over just a little bit. Okay, right there. All right, right there. And this all has to be staffed, and that's going to take time. All right, so just the theory I'm working on right now is this is going to come up here and then come around and then come back down. Just a theory, mind you. It may not be like that. So we should talk about what's going to happen here. So this is Vonix's, and they just get slaughtered. And this ends up putting just meat products out. How to do this. Vonix's are glands. Gland. How about venom? Venom? What am I looking for? Vonix? No, just full render Vonix. Okay, we need to get speakers in here, and I'm not happy about that. So I guess we put speakers on just the belt that comes through. Or we have it distributed by bot again. That's not a terrible idea. I'm going to have to get blood and slaughter products out. Okay, let's not worry about that for a second. This is Kamutz, right? You're going to be making Kamutz? No, wait. That is not correct, sir. No, we don't have to raise these here, do we? This is for improving things, and we don't improve them. We just bring them in. So they just need to be slaughtered in all 3 cases. So this is actually a lot more compact than I thought it was going to be. Paste. All right, so Kamut. Kamut. And that's how we're going to get our tendons. The tendons last how long? An hour. It's like none of these things become rich. This becomes rich crud. So this might be a good source of rich crud. Though I don't know if we're going to actually overflow on it or anything. We're going to try gathering it from other parts of the factory. Yeah. What are we doing here? We're dingrit. We're just pulling apart a dingrit. And we're getting the spike. We should actually just bring the spikes in, right? Because those are processed in mass and they keep. All right, we're just bringing spikes in. So there's going to be no dingrits coming in right here. We'll just bring spikes in, you know? And then they'll be distributed. Got it. So we really only have to have these 2 things. And I guess we could probably do some sort of electronic warehouse, like logistic network enabled warehouse. Is this actually going? Are you about to drop somewhere here? Oh no, we're full up. No, wait, we weren't. Oh, we're waiting for more of these now. Okay. This has made 176 products. That's good. That's probably unblocking a lot of things. Like one of these things. The warehouse is too big, isn't it? I want like a buffer shed. Anyway, I'll think about that. Now I'll exchange speakers and also get more speakers. So that's actually a really good idea. Then all we'll do is we'll have a separate out for all the animal products. Here, let's go get one of those. And it has to be a requester chest, I suppose. A requester, a blue. I want just one of a thing. Can you get me just one of the things? A requester shed, 2 blue, a few iron, 2 red and a few iron. How can I do that? Does anyone have red circuits around here? Apparently not. Here, give me that. Give me that. One of these, please. Thank you. And then we will use that down here. I should check on cotton gut production. I feel very confused. I feel like I don't understand. And this could obviously be arranged in a whole bunch of different ways. But this will be like this, right? Oh. And you're going to be all about speakers. Just like speakers in, speakers out. And then you are going to ask for speakers. Actually, you're going to ask for speakers. And you're going to ask for comouts. Just comouts. And you're going to ask for Vonix. It's all going to be handled by this. And obviously this can't be that then. There. Wait. Okay, now like that. Okay. So this will then get all the needs and we'll cycle that. Oh, they have to be in cages. Ugh. Okay, so it has to be a little different. Unfortunately. So we do this. Cage come out. So like so. Then you get comouts and you get cages. You get comouts and cages. We're not going to request any cages though. They're going to be fed in initially. And then it'll load into there. Good. And then it'll make one of these. Good. And the speaker will come from right here. And then here you have to take cages as well. And we'll have the cycle of cages in a circle here. And then everything else will be slaughtered, and we'll have material in and material out. Okay. We've handled these areas. So good. Now we have to just worry about this stuff. We might be able to squeeze these guys in, like even... No, not right here. Maybe we'll be able to squeeze them all in. Well, let's reserve that for a second then. Hold that thought, right? So let's snuggle this up and make sure you're right. This is an easy one. We just open the box and we get a gastric cord, or we don't. Great. And then we're going to have to get this out. That's probably going to be the last thing we do, right? Don't think about it. Then we put this in a bad spot. Here, you stick right there, and I'm aware it's going to be a problem. There we go. And then we just cover our hole. Nice green water underground. All right, this is all taken care of, right? The caged antelopes will come in. Cages will go out no matter what. And it will cycle like that. And we'll have a janitor that comes, takes that away. And then you take everything that's not an empty cage, which is to say the gastric cord. Great. So next up is this. This is rapidly coming to conclusion, isn't it? You are a Dilmo pool, it looks like? No. Limno circuit. Why do you have a Dilmo pool here for cotton gut stuff? I have questions. Because Dilmos are for making the liquid. What have I done wrong here? There is a mistake somewhere. All right, you go over there and you be a mistake over there. We need a Prandium lab, right? Which I can't see for some reason. Which we don't have for some reason. So these are made here. Yeah, and they're made in a Prandium lab. Why do I not have one? This is such a worrying sign. Are we actually making some? I feel like production is nowhere near where it has to be. I could blue all this and speed it, I suppose. Then I have to... The fact there's no prod here is just terrible. Like, why is this the food that has no prod? That's actually a really good question. This is the most important food in the factory, and it's the only one you can't prod up. I think that's actually a pretty good argument. Let's take a look at cotton guts. Bup. 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 Good. We gotta go get a Prandium lab, though. Okay, this just looks like a Prandium lab. It is not. Yeah, this is gonna be so fiddly to wire up. It's not like any of the other ones, but I guess it is supposed to be a major hurdle. There's a Prandium lab. Give me this thing. But this also means my counts are wrong in some way, because I counted 19 things and 19 things being made. Why is that, do we think? Where have I made this error? Scream in the comments if you know. Maybe your scream will be so piercing it will penetrate back in time. Do Varrocs really not participate in this? Really? There's no need to do this, huh? That's so very weird. I don't... Okay. These perfect recipes can be imperfected. Imperfectified. Blood rat. Okay. So you need to go get cotton guts. And that's exactly this, but I didn't... What was I thinking? And then you get this, and we'll arrange to get Negesiums on here too. Maybe a dedicated capillary right here. That would probably be easiest and best. Just it comes up here and then comes down, something like that. Because that's the only thing that's going to need a cotton gut product. They must be exposed to the Negesium so they produce the limnofluid. But aside from that, it's all entirely ethical. We have reviewed it, and we have found it ethical. So, right here. Probably right there, maybe. What are we looking at here? Zapiers. We need skin Zapier. Skin Zapier. Isn't there one with growth factor somewhere? Yeah, right there. I have to be so careful about which one I pick. We want that one. Is this the 90-second one? It is. Is there a better one? I'm gonna have to review all of this. Fortunately, there is not. That's odd that there isn't. All the other ones. Yeah, I feel like this entire area could be gone over again. Maybe I'm the one to do it. I don't know. Zip here. Here, we don't need this right now. Be gone, notepad. The Zapier comes in. Antivirals, growth factor, and Rec A. So, antiviral, Rec A. Good. And are we making these exotic pharmaceuticals? No, we're waiting for seismite now, and seismite is cotton gut products, and cotton guts are a problem. This, however, has made none. Why do we not have paramagnetic material here? Did I mess this guy up? No. No, wait. We never picked up the paramagnetic material. So, yes, I did in fact mess this guy up. And paramagnetic material is in very high demand, and we never have enough of it. Oh, we have enough of it. Let's ignore that little gaff right there. And we go all the way down and grab you and grab you. We want just 100. That's all we need. Okay. That'll come in eventually. I mean, eventually, right? And then you'll need pineal glands from scrondrixes. Are those being made? What's on the belt right now? We have no scrondrixes. Oh. We are broken. It should be everything. Each anything? I mean, this should be easily over 7K. It is. That's 5. Yeah, it's easily over 7K. Why is this not triggering? Do I have to sum everything manually? It doesn't actually work here. I should be able to use a star. Each? No. I guess it needs a summation. Alright. Fine, I suppose. Give me an arithmetic combinator. And we need a little in and a little out. We need each plus 1. Output. M. See, that doesn't work, does it? So clip you, and now we need another one. Then we need the in. How about total instead? T. Actually, that would have been... No, it wouldn't. No, it actually would. Especially if we do only on red here. Then we green out. And then we have... Wait. Why aren't you greening out? Now, your input on red. Wait, what? Input on red, but we should... Oh, okay, so green isn't coming in. All right, so now we have T9000 on green, and we instead circuit condition on that. T. That goes, right? Are you stuck? Oh, it's in the slow queue, that's why. All right. Okay, we fixed it, maybe. It's entirely possible something is different. Then you don't need to be caged at all. That's the theme of this. And then you get popped, and that's fine. Okay, so this is now complete. Next. Let's get shoved out of the way. Next. And we're treating the R-quads badly, which is good. It's what they deserve. In here, so we need the brainy R-quads, which is a terrible thought. So was those gutsy or brainy? I don't know. This. So we need anti-tumors and growth factors. So not you, R-quad right there. And then anti-tumor nano machines. This is going to work so janky. And then this gets produced. And then it gets put in here and you get processed. And then it gets spat out on this belt. That's kind of perfect. Okay, time to move forward. I guess it's this guy, huh? To fit the pattern. And then I guess I should probably... Oh, it does do that nicely. So like right there, I suppose. And put it down. Then fix all this. We should be able to shove everything else into this block, huh? Though it's the logistics around this. This needs a lot of other stuff because of the meat in and out. But I kind of have faith. Why hasn't this been put down? Where's my pneumal reef? I think I like that one more. No, wait, this is upside down. Okay, try again. Try again. So like this. And then like that, right? Alright, that's correct. Drag across. Alright, so we're making arrow organ. Great. And that's... Okay, we're going to count again after this. And once again, we're building the Dilmo pools on a lake by sheer coincidence. So this is gutsy pneumals. And that's you. We need anti-tumor nanomachines, and we need pneumals. Pneumal? No, just pneumal. Just pneumal, plain pneumals. And then anti-tumor right there. Good. Good. And that's improved. And then it gets spat out, and it gets juiced and spat out. All right, let's do another count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Dingrit spike is 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Do I not have what's going on? Because I know we juice these guys in order to make the fluid, right? But the fluid's kind of easy because it doesn't spoil because it's a fluid. See, it's made out of this. Auto antigens. So I have to set that up. So wait a second, let's count here then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So we're doing something wrong. Dingrit spike, Kamut tendons, venom gland. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So which one? We've got like a duplicate here somewhere. Is it this? It is. We did cotton guts twice. Oh, okay. That makes... Okay, so it wasn't... It was the fact that I took the key off what was the recipe in the slaughterhouse, but that wasn't what I should have been paying attention to. I should have been paying attention to the building attached to it. All right. Okay, got it. Got it. Understood. The important part is we understand what we did. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Auto, anti. Oh. And I'm continue to be terrified by that with good reason. So this doesn't happen. This could really be anywhere, but because we have room here, it happens to be here. So blue blood, Dilmos. That's the good one. Here, we'll take this and make it a little shorter. Recombinant growth factor antivirals Dilmo. Right there. Antivirals. Okay. All right, so that's how it's going to go there. And then we're going to make our better Dilmo. The better Dilmo is going to come here and realize it was probably better not to try. and then we go this way. Okay, and it's going to be like that. Only this no longer happens, right? Because this is no longer a cotton gut thing. Instead, okay, we can do a little, we can do the same thing right here, right? We can bring up the Negesium and then bring it back down. Just like that. Okay, so that's all of these in place. What I kind of want to do right now is clear this space. And then I want to grab you. We have business elsewhere, sir. This is the grand control node for all this. You get placed right there. And then we put down a port, probably right here, right? This covers everything, but just barely. Here, we're going to move that over and put it more in the center. Yes, I see it. Don't worry about it. Right there. Okay, that's pretty good. There. Now we have our own little network right here. And if we have to use that area, we will. Kind of don't think we're going to have to, though. So the only other things we have to do, we have to remember to put dingrit spikes. And we'll just put a dedicated line for that. That'll be fine. So come with me, my friends. Come away from this terrible place. So what I'm feeling is that this should be in line. So it's going to be a little more complicated than what we're doing here. It should be in a line like this. And that's going to cause complications. Okay. Okay. So we do something like this then. And we have our back line right here. And this has to be speaker out. And then those speakers make their way into there, obviously. And then speaker in. And this doesn't happen. Oh, you need cages out too. So you also are cages. All right. Better. More compact. So how are we going to do this? How are you going to contribute? I guess we come up and down here, and I guess we're going to move this again. Not really looking forward to that, but I'll do it. So like that. And like that. I have gotten decently good at putting these down. So we'll stick you right there, and that's sufficient. And that's sufficient. All right, so we'll pucker up. We'll have this loop here that'll touch both of these, and then it'll come back down. So it's going to look like this. And we'll just go like this. And then back down. And obviously that can change depending on where I put things. But I feel like we're kind of wasting space because of this guy. And if we do that, we get a little more space back. And if we do that, we get a little more space back. All right, so all we have to do now is manage processing these guys and then processing the waste products. Oh, wait, we don't get... No, we're fine. This works, and that works. And then we just have to output with a bulk inserter all things that are not venom gland or speaker, venom gland or speaker. You are tendon, and you are cage, and you are blacklist, and you are blacklist. Then we have just a meat line. I guess we just go this way, right? And we should probably be able to get by with one of these. Though if not, I'll have a whale attend to it. Bulk inserters are kind of better for this purpose. Stack inserters don't have that capability where if they don't pick up anything for a while, they just kind of give up. Oh, I shouldn't do that. I'm so used to everything being stack inserters. I got stack inserter brain. All right, so there's our out. So now what we have to look at is once again gastric capacitors because I have the fear. The fear is in me now. So we need to have 1/3 gastric capacitor right now. And if we don't, we have to start panicking. Oh, we have 2/3. All right, so we have quite a bit of flexibility, quite a bit of slack in our production for that right now. We go look at honey. And we've stopped. Why? No meat. Why? It's on the way. Okay. And we're full up anyway. So that's the sugar problem taken care of. I have to take a long break, unfortunately. Maybe not too long, but it's definitely a bit. What's this rock doing here? Absolutely unwelcome. But this is starting to come together. So yes, this is going to come up and then cycle around and then come back down here. And then we do this. And then we have a perfect sample assembly right there. And then pi-sci4 here. Maybe we'll get that all roughed out. Maybe I should start programming these whales. No, I should rough it out first. Make sure I understand what I'm doing. Okay, make sure I can at least lie to myself that I understand what I'm doing. And then once that's all laid out, tomorrow we focus on actually making it real. Yeah, we have to extend the network down here too. It's not going to be hard. All right, I got to take a break. Everyone stay here. I'll be back. Okay, and I'm back. The world has loosened its hold on me once more. What was I doing? It's like we were setting these last ones up and we were kind of settling on this, right? We have meat out, meat our generic. Yeah, this could be a little shorter. Let's preserve a little bit of freshness. It might actually be might actually contribute at some point. Did I actually finish both of these? Well, obviously we haven't put blood out, arthropod blood out. Maybe I should do that now. I mean, what else am I... Okay, let's stop and think. What's going on? We have... Let's do a count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and Dingert spikes are 19. So we have all of our materials in right here. So bots will fly them around. Bots will fly around with the pharmaceuticals. We have this going on right here. And next up, I think We should probably connect up the belt. Well, let's finish. Well, no, there's nothing to finish here. Well, yes. Okay, let's get purple blood out. I have no idea what to do with this. Oh, that's intrusive. Yeah, really. What do we do with arthropod blood right here? It's like we gotta run it all the way up, right? Like, is there any other solution besides that? I don't think so. God, seeing gastric capacitors flashing like that is just completely traumatic. All right, let's stop thinking and start doing, right? That's the Factorio way. Then up, 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 continued up, and we're going just up all the way, right? We're following this bloodline to the end. Where are we? This is making steam for nanocrystalline cellulose. And here we're passing the beautiful electronics dependencies stack. So that's good. And we just keep going, keep going. Oh, these are all upgraded. Oh, and we have no way to... Oh, it's one short. It's one short. Oh, and that's permanent. It is actually one short. Oh, okay, we're not standing for that. We'll move this down by one. Is this what I'm supposed to do? No. Is this what I do? I have done. And I have fiber in my inventory as a consequence. Do I feel bad about this? No. You do what you need to do to survive. No, keep going. The good news is this isn't gonna... Oh. Why do we shift here? Is this... Well, we can't use either right now, so I guess we gotta shift with the times. The classic Factorio pipe going the entire length of the factory. At least it's very easy to set up now. At least I built the base. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, we can join in right here. Exactly right here. I feel good about this. This is a great idea. And we're just pumping out. This is waste. So that's how we do it. And then we just kind of move you. Oh, okay. That worked out remarkably well. As everything does here at the factory. Here, you go deliver. Why are you stuck? Oh, that's because it's a biosample. I'm betting you we just don't need a lot of it. Yeah. Okay. Looks like we overbuilt there. That's good. And science is going right now. Which is kind of a weird sensation. What's with this big... Oh, we still have... Did we never fix that problem? Did I run away with it? Oh. Oh. We never did fix that problem. Okay. Problem solving in progress, I suppose. We'll just leave that be. Meanwhile, Rec A is being made. Nanochondria. We have that. That's really good. This needs to be in network. They both need to be in network. So give me... Oh, we should check on bots, too. That was something we were supposed to be watching. Because I have new bots coming. In theory, anyway. Okay, nice. And then over here, also nice, right? Okay, good. And this is all of you all wired together. And you have a lot. Right there. Oh, we are in fact full up now. Well, we're going to have to put all these on the network soon, but just hold on. That's all good. That's all good. That's all good. Good. Actually, let's check on bots. Let's allow ourselves to get distracted once more. It's been like 5 episodes since I set this up. And it is just not going, friends. What is this? You're waiting for what? Nanotubes now? You just have a lot of stuff that you have to wait for. Special small parts. We are not even waiting for biobattery yet, and that's not there. This is like the single slowest thing I can make. Here, see if you can go help that guy out. And then biobattery is made up in the medical wing, right? Right there. And you need all the serine that exists on this earth, plus alien bacteria. Apparently, that's going to be tough to come by. Alien bacteria just kind of never gets any better. This is actually a really good use case for more prod. And you're waiting on more serine, and more serine is, of course, right here. We're not spinning to win at all here. Oh, why? No caged Ulrichs. That guy's waiting. That guy's waiting. Wait a second, what is going on here? How many cages? Are all the cages going away somehow? There's no cages on this belt. Ah, okay. Where did the cages go, he asks. Where are the cages? That is a super good question. Where are the cages? Is this happening up here too? No, these guys are happily going. So this is also spinning to win. Okay. No. So you guys need help. Need a lot of help. Where'd the cages go? Oh, I bet you they all concentrate up here. Okay. Alright, let's go fix that. Now that I looked at a thing. You know, I didn't do a lot of chores on the front end of this episode. That just means there's problems elsewhere. I bet you, over time, this, which is sending them towards slaughter, stole all the cages from the Southland. Let's take that much. So you should only be taking Ulrichs. Only. No, not Ulrich. Kamutz. Kamouts. You should not pick up cages. Only down here do we handle the cage. And that's to put Ulrichs in it. Alright. That makes sense to me. Unfortunately, it does make sense. Alright, fine. Run away. Run away and then try to find where I do things. This is good. Being full up on export grade neuromorphic chips is very good. Where do I do the most important area of the factory? It's right over there. We gotta look at it again. Because of anxiety issues. So you're almost full up. Science is... we don't talk about science. We have all the science we need, right? It's going to recover with cotton guts in time. And that time is just not right now. This is going, that is going, it's all going. Everything's good. We're just going to complicate this a whole lot more in a second here. Don't talk to me. So in theory, this is working. In theory, this vents everything. Here, let's do that thing we did down there, only now we do it here. And then green out, and it's each plus 1 output T. Right? And then caravan, and your schedule is dinosaur hungry. Right there. Add destination right there. Wait until static circuit condition. That is T greater than probably 2300, something like that. And then you fill your cargo. Do not wait. And then you huck it up to the digestive system. And you dump it out. Go do that. Alright, so this guy's gonna help. He's a helper. So let's get these belts working. It's probably the thing to do right now. Then we have to come like this. We're still wasting a bunch of space here. That's fine. Okay. Now, one more over. So like this, and then straight down. Good, 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 good. Now let's make it even, right? Because even things are superior things. Here, we even make it even right here. There we go. That looks better. And that loops around like this, so it's almost one big loop. And then back across like this, obviously. And then we'll do something over here. It's like over here where perfect sample is made. Right. So this gets all the pieces in. I mean, we're not done. I should go look at the pharmaceuticals. Yeah, these are being made. You're being made. Oh, we're overflowing with everything. Okay. Except for this for some reason. I wonder why you're not going. Oh, probably because you need alien enzyme. No, wait. You're stuck on... Oh. That's probably... We already probably have a lot of them just built up here, right? Okay, we're not going to call that a lot. But it will go. And we'll dump this too. These things are very expensive, and the factory is not running well enough to make them right now, but soon. So we need to put a provider chest. And you need to be limited to... Oh, I don't even know. I don't even think you need to be limited. You do this. Then this gets attached to all of them. And the network will supply all of these fine pharmaceuticals. And this is trying to put it in. There's a difference there. We are, in fact, not the same. Okay, there's all of our fine pharmaceuticals and some biocrud. Wait, where'd the others go? There's absolutely no way I ran out of all of those. I did something. I absolutely just did something. What did I do? Who noticed what I did? Find a way to shout through the gap between us to tell me what I did. There's no way I ran out of these. Did I put the chest in the chest at some point? I do that a lot. Alright, I'll go get another chest. Sure, we'll go do that. Sure, we'll take time out of our day. And I should probably program the every animal whale. Maybe that's the last thing I do today. Maybe I should bring in some bots. I should probably make higher level bots. You know? Because this is... It looks kind of silly using low level bots for everything. Logi bots, but I can't make the construction bots. What are my chances of being able to make high level transport bots? So what we got? We've got only 20 of them? Oh no, that's not the case at all. We will staff this place with 200 of them, and that's what we'll start with. And we'll see how they do. I imagine that's not enough for setup, where it's more than enough for keeping everything going. No, I think before we bring in the whales, I should wire up the... you guys don't even have this. That's a problem. Let's try to wire up the logic of this. So, I want all of these things to stop. Unless all the animals are present and all... And I guess everything else as well. So there's two things I want to regulate based on. How long does it take to make a perfect sample? This is... It's near instantly, honestly. It's really quite fast. It's the pinnacle of alien genetics. It looks like we can't prod it, which is a horrible shame. Yeah, let's look at this. Wee, happy bots. What do we suppose this is about? Okay, that was unpleasant. But the horrible world has loosed its hold on me once more. I have to wrap up, though. Once again, we're not going to get as far as we wanted. You know, I really dressed this area and we didn't build these two. Oh, we should probably get the logic down, right? It's like, are all these set up correctly? Let's audit it first. E equals 1, E is greater than equal 1. Just, you know, out of paranoia. Because it is strong with me. Greater than equal 1, greater than equal to 1, greater than equal to. Greater than, and also equal to. Okay, all these are good so far. You, yes. You, not yes. See, this is why I do this. Greater than or equal to 1. There you go. Like, this one's also bad. Both of these are, actually. And, of course, I can't do this right. There we go. So now we have to figure out what we're going to do about this. What kind of law do we want to institute? It's like, it's double-decker, isn't it? E greater than or equal to 1. We only want running when E is greater than or equal to 1. That's going to be universal. What we want to stop things until we know E exists. So we will take this right here, and this is obviously one point where we will measure. So let's take a look around. How do we want to phrase this? We want this machine to run. Why aren't any of these trying to insert their captives? I mean, their customers. So that's going to be like that. That's good. Yeah, there's going to be a billion little things like that, isn't there? Like all of these. Okay, good. Good. And good. All right. And we look at our... Yeah, we got plenty of pharmaceuticals. Fine pharmaceuticals. You don't need anything else. No, you need this, and that has to be on. We have no growth hormone. All right, that needs to be brought in. That should probably come in on this whale. The whale will bring the growth hormone too. It's going to be mostly full, so we'll just put that right there. Try to remind ourselves as it goes on a 20-stop circuit. So we want two things to be true for this to run. One, we want everything to be here. How do we measure that? So I guess a question is, if this is disabled, will it insert? We can probably find that out somewhere else. All right, you are going to be disabled, specifically disabled. We're going to do a test. I need to figure out mechanics. I don't know them off the top of my head. You're going to get the exact same setup. E greater than equal to 1. All right, so you're disabled. Only I want you to do something very straightforward. Oh, it's so very, very slick and neat. I want you to make this. All right? So if I have the opportunity to load you full of something you need, but you're disabled, will it do it? Yes. Okay. So what we need is... I guess we have to alter this. Read ingredients. All right. Here, we're going to have to go back to this, aren't we? And we need another one of these. Another decider. We'll figure out how we're going to handle this. We want to read ingredients. Outputs the ingredients. No, we want to read the contents. And so we can output that on green. And then we can output some other state. Here, let's simulate that right here. Bop, right there. So what we have now are two conditions. We need both to be true. We're going to have to template this somehow. Because I'm like hell, I'm doing this 19 times. So we need the ingredients in, which we know are... Can we do this? Yes. The ingredients in... The ingredients on green have to be less than 5. That'll be some constant here. Let's put that for L, limiter. And limiter will be a constant on a network. So we have to have... And this represents having reading off this entire belt, this line right here. Okay, so it has to be less than L, and L is going to be like a constant of 5. I don't know how much it's going to be, but it's going to be a low number. And then we do green. Green is how we need at least 1 to be present. So this is greater than... See, it's different, because what we need is the product there, actually. So it's not quite like this. So this is going to be red greater than 0. So we need to have the item in that we're targeting for, and we're going to need it on the belt. And universal religion is greater than or equal to 1.
These are the three requirements, and it's going to be a little different each time. It has to be input, output. No, it's going to output and input. Input greater than 0, output greater than the limit, religion greater than equal 1, which means we have to start going. Though I suppose it doesn't have to be included. It does kind of have to be included in universal religion, because it does touch cotton gut products right here. But that's so slight. But it will... Maybe I don't do that. Maybe we disconnect it from universal religion. Then we don't have to... Because it's kind of sort of participating in the cotton gut economy, but it's not a main part of it. So Pi 4 will kind of be outside of that, which means we don't have to touch universal religion at all, which is great, because I don't want to do that. So you stop. So it's all just a matter of how much is on the belt, how much our limit is. And then what we'll have is we'll have the limit change. At some point we'll have just one of these in a constant combinator. Where are you? And then we'll have it will read how many perfect samples we have. And it will read normal operation is 5. And we will do if perfect sample is less than some desired amount. This will be checking a buffer. How much perfect sample we need. So it's going to be like, I don't know, it'll be like 100. That's probably what we're going to do. And then we're going to read from Pi 4, wherever it might be. So if that's like that, maybe we'll put this all in the same area. I think we could probably do that. Yeah. So we're probably only going to use this block here for Pi 4, and it's all going to be in one. Anyway, don't think about that. So this picks up all the stuff it needs off of the belt, and that's great. We also have to have rich biocrud. We have to put that into the system somehow. That's just great. It's all great. So, and then that's going to output N. Or if it's not true, it's going to input nothing. And then I wish I could kind of switch it up. How do I do this? If I want to do explicit 0, well, I suppose it'll be fine. So anyway, we're gonna output L. This will be the limit, right? The limit will come through, and it will either be 5 or 0 or whatever I set this as, or 0. And that will come along onto here, and this will be L, and it's going to be the amount of products on this entire belt. Okay, we're going to have to simulate that. So I think you kind of served your purpose. And that's going to stay here. And we're going to get the first version of this set up. And then next up, we'll try something else. And we're going to put the flower of Pi 4 right here. And we're going to put this guy right here. You are going to make perfect samples for us. Right? So you need all those things. And you can be sped. And you can be sped a lot. Can't be prodded though. That's can only be used as intermediate product. What is this if not an intermediate product? Now you're making 1 a second, 1.5 a second. That's great. All right, so now we can sample this entire belt. And we're just going to pretend this doesn't exist, this dependency doesn't exist. I guess this is what I'm doing, and we're going to handle it right here. All right, don't think about that. So what we need to do is establish a... Can you connect all the way to there? No, you can't. So we need an informational rail. I think we'll put it on both sides of every slaughterhouse to make sure it can get everywhere. I'm going to keep it kind of neat and tidy, right? All right, so we have informational rail here. And how's it going to work? I'm not quite sure yet. But I do know it has to be hooked up with red wire. There, informational rail. And you end up on here. And you connect up to right. Oh, it didn't go far enough. Did I? No, I did not. Okay, never mind. It does not go here. Instead, it comes across like this. This has a weak point. If we ever run out of this, pi-sci4 stops and we start wasting things. And that's bad, but not fatal, I think. Now we come up all the way. We'll see how I feel about it once it's running, right? Oh, and I missed a few. That's fine. Informational rail proceeds. Why do we need trains when we have informational rail? All right, that gets all those close. Now we missed these guys. So come across here, I guess. And we'll do this on this side. Good, right? Getting good. We are, in fact, getting good. I think we could finish this tomorrow, though I think it's also going to be a near thing. I'll have to close my eyes and dive for it, I think. It's the sort of thing I'll hook up and then we won't see first fruits for like 5 episodes. We're missing you, and you're missing... No, you're being made. Oh good, we're not missing this at all. We're missing nothing. That is great. So what we want here is we want to output E equals 1 when 2 conditions are met. And they're going to be different for every one. First, we need this in here. Let's first copy this template everywhere. Unfortunately, it's going to have to be hooked up like this, right? And I should have done that earlier. All right, that's fine. Only 20 connections to make. It's not bad. Oh, and I didn't get you guys on the informational rail. It's not bad. It's advanced. So right there. And I'm so thrilled to learn with all of you all the ways this machine is going to blow up. Right there. Right there. Right there. And then these guys also need the informational rail. So hop on. Hop on. Informational rail is here, friends. Good. That dinosaur already completely in the way. All right, now that's a good place for you to stand. So input from there as well, input from there as well. Now what we want to do is copy this template and place it everywhere. And then we want to fill out every one of these. And the goal here, just so everyone's on the same page as I am, is to make sure that these machines go when there is need for these spoiling products to be made, and it stops when there is no need for these spoiling products to be made. And the two determiners there are, can everyone go? Oh, wait. I'm getting ahead of myself. They should only go when everyone is ready. Ooh. And that's a different measurement. So if I do a combinator right here, and it's something like this, and it's 20 things. 20 is no, let's not do that. Let's add another combinator. This is another decider. This is a decider that says, are you ready? Is this one ready? This is the one that says, is everyone ready? And the everyone ready is ready greater than or equal to 19. Here. Let's not put that there. Let's do another constant. Needed. That's what we're looking for. We need, I guess we need 20 ingredients. We need 20. So we will output onto the informational rail n equals 20. Kind of wish I could be more expressive here. All right, and then the informational rail has to attach to this thing. And so we're making a decision here based on local input. So we need to input first informational rail to get our constants, and we need the state of this machine. We need both of those things. And then we output back onto the informational rail, I guess. This will probably, I'm probably going to have to redo every single slaughterhouse right here. Okay, we can do that. That's probably fastest. So what we need is n, the number of ingredients which are ready. No. We are contributing to this. We are contributing n equals 1 when we are ready. On the green line. So when we are ready, this is, no, we're contributing r equals 1. Oh man, r equals 1. So when ready, r is greater than or equal than n, then we will output. No, wait. No, that's for right here. I'm getting so confused. Ready. So the input of ready has to be greater than or equal to 20. That is correct. And then we output enabled. When everyone is ready, we output enabled. So that's all that's necessary. That starts this machine up. And this should also test to see if pi_4 all the ingredients are in place. So then it will actually start calling for perfect samples. Okay, we can do this. So when we're ready, when ready is greater than or equal to E, we go. And we need 20 ingredients, and this tests right here for 1 ingredient. And what this means is you output ready equals 1. See, we can get, should be on red then, right? Of course, everything should be on red. There, it's getting ready equals 1, but it's not ready quite yet. And so it needs 2 things to be ready here. First, it needs that, the ingredient to be greater than or less than 0. And then we're using N again, aren't we? Should be L. That should be limit. And the amount of the product. So the input must be greater than 0. So we must be ready to go. And the product, which is this stuff, must be less than our limit. And limit will come in right here. And limit is something we decide. But for right now, we're doing it for right here. And our limit is now L. And we can do math with this later on. So we're outputting limit equals 5 right now. Okay, complex logic in place. So, and then we will read what we have made, and we do that right here. So pulse and hold all belts. All right, got it. So what's going to happen is we're going to make these things, and then eventually we'll have more than 5 on the belt, and then we stop making them. So when there's more than enough on the belt, well, here's the problem then. What if it becomes unbalanced at some point? But then, yeah, this is a problem. What if it becomes unbalanced and we cannot make this anymore, so we cannot signal ready, right? Because we don't signal ready, because maybe they decay at different rates or something bad happens with the magnesium, you know? We cannot signal ready, so the thing we do need never runs. So, we want to limit it so that it doesn't actually, we're not flooding. We need to stop at some point. Maybe we should tackle this next time after I have some time to think about it. This is okay. This has been too scattered an episode. I will think about this more later. Maybe our odds of getting this done next episode are falling a bit. It doesn't matter. We're no longer so concerned about gastric capacitor, and science has started again. So we made some progress. I need to think about this though, because there's the case where the machine has to run. One machine has to run, but not all of them. What if they run at different speeds? That's something I have to consider. So what we need is, we have to see that all the parts are available, and that's all that matters. All the inputs are there, and everything's ready. It might be stopped because it thinks it doesn't have to do it so much. So ready has to go out regardless of whether or not, it has to just be ready. You have all your inputs available to you, and that's when ready comes out. And then there has to be a separate decision: is, should I make it because everyone is not ready? And should I make it because have I made too much? And these are 2 different determinations. So it might need 2 different combinators. Or maybe I'm just babbling at this point. It's been not the best play session. We did some stuff, but ultimately it proved too scattered with the world intruding far too often. Okay. Okay, good. All right, right here. And screenshot. Screenshot. What did I do today? Well, I can hardly remember. This is, like I said, not a great day for concentration and paying attention, which is great because we're not doing like the single most complicated thing in the game today. I know we did finish off the power plant, so power is fine for the moment. I really want to put down another thing of vanadium, but I don't want to pay the cost at the moment. I want to wait until we get the next power plant online, which is coming. I should probably just hold off and reserve my power for the sprint to the next level. That's fine. It's a great way to think. What else? What else? What else? I can't remember if we poked at anything at all. I know we had trouble with honey at one point. We had trouble with kamuts at one point. We had trouble with Corlexes at one point. The cheese line froze. Terrible thought. But eventually we wandered down here and started wiring this up. We have this all laid out, this complicated, perfect sample mess. And now we're trying to get the logic straight in our head. That just has to be a series of decisions at each machine. The first decision is whether or not we have too many perfect samples. The second decision is whether or not all the ingredients of pt649 are present. Another decision has to be whether or not... I have to write these down. Here, we're going to write them down right now while I'm thinking about it. Decision 1. Number 1. Do I need pt649? Decision number 2. Do I have the other ingredients of pt649? Decision number 3. Do I have all the ingredients to all the precursors of perfect sample? Decision number 4. Have I made too many already? Too many precursors. So there's 3 universal questions and 1 local question. And we have to stack all of this somewhat logically and then copy and paste it 20 odd times. Isn't that going to be fun? Okay, I guess. I mean, okay, what am I going to do about it? Say no? Of course I'm going to do it. But I'm going to do it next time. Is there anything else to talk about? I don't think so. The world is a complicated place, and I am lost in it. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye.